It's a dad support channel. The only channel you need to watch, the only channel you need to see. The channels you watch, channels I see. Not here to impress, only to express. It's been a long time, I know. I've been a bit inconsistent sometimes. It's December the 15th, 2025. It'll soon be Christmas 2033. It'll soon be Easter 2040 when the baby Canada returns. Currently I'm on a break at work, and this is where I'm chilling in a little park in Mayfair, very posh part of London. All the rich people come here and shop. They don't bat an eyelid when they buy an item of jewellery for about £4,000 or a handbag for, say, £3,000, you know. So yeah, I'm actually working in them shops, making sure that they don't get robbed. And here, it's pretty chill here. Got the palm trees going on here. It's rather glum and gloomy. See little perform boxes over there. Very, very quintessentially English, isn't it? A quintessentially English place I am. But yeah, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm talking about, yeah, shit's been, lots happened since last time I was on, and it's the most recent one is the Bondi Beech incident. I'll call it as a false flag. Some people won't yet, but it's early, very early days. But whether real deaths occurred or whether they didn't, that is a question, isn't it? But I would hazard a guess to say that there were real casualties, as there were fake casualties. The one big red flag is the guy lying on the floor. He's a bald-eyed. He's lying on the floor. His face is covered in blood, and he's doing a selfie of himself. He's been shot in the head. I don't know what kind of. It's a bit of a Donald Trump one, you know. But he only got a little nick in the ear, didn't he? This guy's got blood all over his face, doing a selfie. And apparently this guy, he'd only been in Australia for 2 weeks. Yeah, because there's a Hanukkah celebration on Bondi Beach. There's 2,000 people on the beach celebrating the beginning of the Hanukkah celebration, the Jewish festival, Jewish holiday. Coincides with the Christmas holiday, doesn't it? And this guy with the blood all over his face doing a selfie himself after being shot in the head, as you do. I mean, that's what you do, innit? He'd only been in Australia 2 weeks, come over from Israel. Apparently, he was at the October the 7th event when Hamas attacked that rock concert, you know, that gig, that festival. So he's a survivor at October 7th. And then coincidentally, he was in this incident too. And yeah. So and weirdly enough, right, on that photograph, you get a check it online. In the background, there's a bunch of red flags flying. That says it all, doesn't it? Red flags. It's all symbolic. They throw things in your face, and these false flags that are occurring now are so bloody obvious, you know. Apparently, there's a shootout in America recently at a university. Well, this massacre or whatever, 2 guys with guns shooting people randomly. I think 14 or 15 people died, loads more injured, including a child got killed, unfortunately. And 2 guys, one got taken down by a regular citizen of the street. I saw the footage, actually. The guy took him down and got his gun over his hand. He pointed the gun at him, and then he threw it on the ground. The other guy ran off. And I'm thinking, that's a bit staged, isn't it? I'm thinking that. Whether it is or not, I don't know, but I'm thinking that. And then there was another guy not far away still shooting away at people. This went on for 11 minutes, apparently, this whole incident. Good, interesting number, 11. And gateway number. Gateway to something else, isn't it? A gateway to new policies and statutes and acts, etc. And yeah. So that happened, and where were the police when this was going on anyway? Why did the police come? I mean, apparently I heard that Bondi Beach is a very crowded place. It's a very popular beach in Sydney, Australia, and with something like the Hanukkah event going on, you'd imagine, you'd expect there to be lots of a big police presence, extra police, because of what's going on in Palestine, because of the growing anti-Semitism due to people protesting about the genocide of Palestinians, which is still going on. despite so-called ceasefires. The genocide continues. The Holocaust against Palestinians continues. Of course, and calling that out is anti-Semitic, isn't it? Apparently Rabbi Shmuley said that Australia is probably one of the most anti-Semitic countries in the world. There's a lot of Jews living in Australia. There was an attack on a Jewish synagogue, wasn't there? And what other kind of synagogue are they? Not a Hindu synagogue, is it? Synagogue. I'm not sure, it was a few months back, or maybe a year ago now, I'm not sure. A few months ago. And also, I don't think anyone got killed, I think it was just desecrated. And also you had the one in Manchester about 3-4 months back here in the UK. Anti-Semitic attacks, you know. And usually all these anti-Semitic attacks, not more often than not, are Mossad inspired, just to fuel. It's all there to fuel it. Actually, the Zionist tiny hats are basically fueling anti-Semitism. They want anti-Semitism to thrive because it gives them the excuse to go on the offensive, you know. It's an all psychological warfare tactic. It's a complete psychological warfare tactic. This one, and this is the second gun massacre in recent history in Australia. The last one was in 1996 in Port Arthur, where they disarmed these Australians and made it harder for them to get guns. And now they've done it again. They're going to make it even harder now for Australians to get guns. Apparently it's not so easy to get a gun in Australia, not like in America, you know. In America though, these shootouts are like every 10 a penny, aren't they? It happens all the time, it's a regular thing, but Australia is a 26-year gap between Port Arthur and Bondi Beach, you know. But yeah, some interesting policies, draconian measures will be taken as a result of this incident in Australia. It's nice here, isn't it? I like it here. Chilled. Right at the centre of Mayfair, poshest part of central London. I guess it's a toss-up between here and Sloane Square, isn't it? And yeah. So let's see what's going to happen next, eh? Let's see what's going to happen next. Like with the Christchurch shooting back in 1929? 2019, I meant to say. 2019, year before the scamdemic. That was and there was a real shooting. That was actually real people getting killed. There was a guy going around to mosques shooting Muslims. And I've seen the footage of that, and I've seen it pointed out that there was a car always with him who had a handle. It was a patsy. It was an MK Ultra patsy. Where these two guys in Australia were MK Ultra patsies, I don't know. But this guy in New Zealand was, and then he topped himself after. Which is what they normally do, isn't it? MK Ultra, you know, to do a job. And then that marked the beginning of mass censorship of the internet. That started then. And then the first thing they'd done when that occurred, they said it's a criminal offence to watch that video. If you watch that video, you can get put in prison. That was the message you're putting out there. And I've seen the video, you know. It went viral, that video, and then they took it, and then it was taken down. You can't find it now. It's gone. It's been swept clean. The Christchurch massacre in 2019, and the onset of scamdemic, you know, heralding the scamdemic. But it started the censorship thing, didn't it? All of a sudden, he couldn't say things. He couldn't. Where he was always a free for all. Before then, it was a free for except the fuck you like on YouTube and Facebook, etc. It was a free for all, you know. And then all of a sudden, they started taking videos down and censoring people. It was the beginning of online censorship. That was the purpose of that incident. So this one here now probably brings something similar. Expect more draconian, more freedom restrictions, more etc. to occur now after this particular false flag event. But it certainly was a false flag. It certainly was a psyop. Certainly Mossad inspired. It's certainly a tiny hat establishment operation. And we'll see what the outcome is, eh? Other than that, everything's fine. Everything's hunky-dory. There's lots of other things to talk about. I mean, lots of things have happened in the last few weeks since the last I was on, and I can't even think what to say because so much is happening. It's like ridiculous. Every day there's a different thing going on. It's spinning. It just makes your head spin after a while, doesn't it? We are living in strange times, aren't we? We're living in really fucking strange times right now. Really, really strange times. It's bizarre. It's bizarre. And here in Mayfair, I'm watching people, all these rich people. You get these Arabs coming around with the Ferraris and the Lamborghinis and Porsches, all souped up Porsches, revving their engines. You got all the women with the designer clothes. Probably what they were in, the jewellery and the handbags and the coats and that. Probably got at least £10,000 worth of gear on the body, you know, with the Botox as well. Don't know how much that costs. With really expensive perfume and all that kind of stuff, you know. Guys walking around smoking cigars, really, you know, each cigar probably costs about 100, maybe 200 quid, a van of cigars, you know. And I'm thinking, what a fucking bubble this is, you know. Anytime this could go pop. The bubble could pop quite anytime. We don't know when it's going to pop though. People just don't really know what's going on. Most people don't know what's going on. The 2 years of scamdemic was basically a holocaust upon the whole world. The via injection, holocaust via injection. I know, yeah, the TALLA report. That's the other one, isn't it? The TALLA report. Mark Sexton was revealed online. There's a guy called Ian Drayton who's, I think they're working together, but it's been revealed that in 2021 Operation TALLA was instigated for all the police force across the whole of the UK not to report vaccine injuries or deaths. Any report that comes through of foul play due to the COVID vaccine. I think I can say all this now because people can openly speak on YouTube about vaccines and COVID-19 now. Whereas before, when I was doing these videos about it, I'd get deleted. So I'm going to say it. COVID-19 is killing people. Oh, sorry, COVID-19 vaccine is killing people. And Operation TALLA was a way of stopping the genocide from anyone comes to justice. Stop it. It was preventing justice, and it's an act of war against the British people, and frontlined by the police force. The people who are supposed to be protecting us and serving us, protecting us against criminal activity, and that they themselves are perpetrating criminal activity against us. They themselves are perpetrating genocide against us. They themselves are, and they've participated too. I mean, a lot of them took the lethal injection, you know. They've all compromised. Every single police officer, and this is what Mark Sexton was saying. Every police officer is responsible and culpable for turning a blind eye, because they're following orders. Well, following orders doesn't cut it, does it? You know, especially when it's orders that protect mass murderers. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what the injections are. The COVID-19 vaccines are. They're weapons of mass destruction. 7 million people. The official figure is 7 million people have died in the world so far as a direct result of the injection. I would say there's a lot more than that. It's probably more like 70 billion, you know? 70 billion? But 70 million, I'd say. Maybe a couple of 100 million, who knows? Or even a billion, who knows, you know? Because people die and they get written off as being died of this, that or the other. Because the injections can cause multiple health issues, blood clots, aneurysms, embolisms, heart attacks, turbo cancer, myocarditis, pericarditis. The list goes on, you know. It can cause so many fatal conditions, and they will just be written off as, oh, he died of a heart attack, oh, he died of cancer, oh, he died of this, and they won't link it up to the vaccine. So those that have been linked up to the vaccine, it's only 7 million worldwide. But what about the ones that haven't been linked up to the vaccine, eh? So there you go. The genocide against humanity is ongoing. Operation TALLA. Nobody's come to justice yet, 5 years on. And apart from that, everything's good, really. Everything's tickety-poo.